Recap in minutes. In today's video, we will be enjoying a war film entitled Sniper, Weapon of Retaliation. There will be spoilers ahead. Chill out and enjoy. While serving in World War II, a Soviet and a German soldier engage in an on-the-field dispute. Even after the battle is over, they are still engaged in a personal conflict with one another. In Soviet-occupied post-war Germany, their hatred persists. The movie begins in Stalingrad in 1942. Boris, a Soviet sniper, is instructed by Yashin to target German commanders and machine gunners first. The Germans are out in force, according to Boris. Yashin tells him to fire at his command and leave the area afterward. When a German officer signals to attack, Soviet snipers begin to shoot. The Soviet soldiers had the upper hand in the encounter as they were in position before the Germans arrived. This leads to some Germans wanting to retreat or hide below the trenches. Even when the machine gunners are able to pinpoint the location of the Soviet snipers, they have no match and are killed immediately. German officers are enraged that their soldiers are terrified of the snipers hiding. As a result of this pandemonium, they are unaware that Alisaya, a decorated Soviet sniper, now has a clear view of them and kills them one at a time. Yashin then orders them to back out as their task for today has been successfully executed. Back in the camp, Mykola, who is also an accordionist, admits how lucky they are to have a commander like Yashin. He then shares with his fellow soldiers the background of their commander. He tells them that Yashin studied to become a teacher, but he could not graduate due to poverty. He was the brightest student. He then fell in love with the principal's daughter, who later discovered that Yashin's father was a priest. The principal's daughter was then married to another man. The soldiers are stunned by this story. A few meters from them, Yashin inspects some ammunition while Alisaya observes him in awe of this warrior. A general shows up to congratulate his soldiers on successfully completing their mission. Upon meeting Alisaya, he inquires as to whether or not she is the one who is responsible for the death of a German colonel, which is afterward proven. Alisaya became a master of her art and a champion when she was living in the Belarusian Soviet Socialist Republic. In the last week and a half, she has been responsible for the deaths of 12 German soldiers on the battlefield. The Germans refer to her as the witch in their slang. Award ceremonies are held, and Alisaya, Yashin, and the other troops walk away with something. Throughout their time together in the improvised shower room, Yashin gives Alisaya the instruction to stay close to him during an operation. He has a heartfelt concern for her, and he longs to be in a position to safeguard her. She gives him the assurance that she will and then starts to kiss him, but he pulls away. While Alisaya is talking to another soldier, Yashin walks in. Upon sending that the couple is about to discuss something important, the soldier leaves. Yashin begs that she leave the front as she has helped them enough. He promises to send her letters. She rests on his shoulder. He then signals Mykola to stop playing the accordion to let her drift to sleep. The next day, Yashin notices that Alisaya is not around. Just when he looks for her, she arrives on the battlefield in tears. A German sniper surprised them. One soldier was killed, and the other one was wounded. Yashin is stunned to learn that Alisaya went back there despite his plea the night before. He orders her to surrender her weapon and go home. She refuses as she wants to be with him and be at the front. They are accompanied on the field by a sniper instructor while they are there. Yashin implores him to go, pleading that he take Alisaya with him. The instructor does not even consider the possibility since he wants them to eliminate a notorious German sniper who is responsible for the deaths of several troops and commanders. It is clear that he is talking about Karl Kleist. The instructor wants Alisaya to help Yashin in this endeavor. To find out the location of the German snipers, Boris uses a mannequin as bait. This works to their advantage as one sniper comes out of his burrow and aims at that bait. His whereabouts are now in jeopardy. Another bait has been rigged up and ready to go. Yashin disposes of him this time. Meanwhile, Alisaya spots another German sniper who is about to shoot at the trench where the rest of the team is. Alisaya warns them and is able to kill the sniper. The sniper's last shot grazed the head of the instructor. Alisaya tells Yashin that she's being transferred and that they won't see each other again. She apologizes for refusing to listen to him and falling in love with him. Yashin, sensing danger from their location, begs her to find the battalion and promises that they will talk later. Alisaya, being emotional at this moment, refuses to go and expresses her desire to be with Yashin regardless of the danger. They hug and kiss. Unbeknownst to them, Kleist has been waiting for a perfect angle to shoot at them. The shot hits Alisaya while Yashin is embracing her. She dies in the arms of her lover. Present day in Moscow. The year is 1945. Security commander, Osipov, visits Mikhailovsky, an engineer, and shows him a blueprint of a V2, a long-range guided ballistic missile. Mikhailovsky confirms that it is. He also ensures that the signature on a document belongs to Otto Hammerboll. Mikhailovsky met Hammerboll back then at a science congress in Vienna. Osipov adds that Hammerboll built his own laboratory on an island, but it got destroyed. He adds that they have been asked to go to an island in Prussia where Yashin found evidence. Mikhailovsky does not refuse, but he asks that Masha Guseva, his assistant, go with them. Osipov and his team have finally made it to Prussia. They are informed by Yashin that Lieutenant Kurochkin was the one who discovered the papers and recognized Hammerbol's signature. Yashin then presents Lieutenant Kurochkin to them. Osipov is taken aback by the fact that Yashin did not post any security personnel at the castle where the papers were discovered. The team goes to visit the castle. Unknown to them, Kleist and his men are lying in wait. Hammerbol is also in the location. The team arrives at the castle and is taken aback to find out that all the remaining evidence is gone. Osipov threatens to hold Yashin accountable if they fail to recover the documents. Yashin goes on to search for the documents. Kleist and his team know what he is up to, but they can't kill him now and compromise their location and safety. Berta, a German sniper, is tasked to shoot in case Yashin opens the door where they are at. 2 Soviet soldiers go back to the castle to get some alcohol. They find themselves standing in front of the documents that the officers have been looking for. That moment leads to their demise as they are caught by the Germans. They are able to reach the exit but are both shot to their deaths. Kleist lights them on fire. He notices that another Soviet soldier witnessed the incident. The soldier runs for his life, but he is too slow against his gun of Kleist. That soldier is Kurochkin. In a pub, Osipov flirts with a German woman. Yashin warns him that he's never seen her before and that he knows everyone in this area. The woman is Berta. The sniper works with Kleist, but nobody in the room is aware of it. As she introduces herself to Yashin and shakes his hand, Yashin notices that there's a callus on his index finger. He smells danger while everyone else seems to have fun. Masha invites Yashin to dance. As they immerse themselves in the music, a dance position reminds Yashin of the day that Alisaya was shot. He then excuses himself and goes out. He gathers himself and prepares to go back inside, but a scream halts him. He's been told that Kurochkin was shot. Kurochkin survives the shot but is wounded close to his heart. The shooter comes from the castle. Yashin is impressed by the sniper's ability to aim for the heart at 500 meters distance. He then rushes to his room of Osipov. Berta has already escaped while Osipov is grimacing in pain. Osipov orders his men to search the area and look for Berta. Yashin warns him that it would be too dangerous, mainly since a sniper just shot Kurochkin. Osipov is adamant about going after Berta. Masha is having a good time in the bathtub when she feels that someone is watching her. When she wipes the soap off of her face, she sees a footprint. She then goes outside and looks for Mikhailovsky, who confirms that he did not go there. Yashin joins in and checks the house. When they go back to the bathroom, the footprint is gone. Yashin finds out that Kurochkin did not make it. The doctor hands him over the bullet that has been engraved. Yashin compares it to the bullet that killed Alisaya. The engravings are identical. Yashin informs Osipov that the snipers at the castle must be protecting something. Osipov is not concerned about it. He adds that Mikhailovsky and Masha are even there right now. Yashin is shocked upon hearing the news as he warned them earlier not to be there. He then goes to the castle on a motorcycle. In the castle, Mikhailovsky gathers evidence while Masha is taking photos outside. Moments later, gunshots are fired, and the soldiers outside are killed and the soldiers with Mikhailovsky. He is captured. Meanwhile, Masha barely escapes as Besta takes a shot at her. Moments later, Yashin arrives. He scans the area where the snipers might be, but he's not getting any luck. Osipov and his team arrive. Yashin tries to stop them as they don't know where the snipers are yet. Yashin reasons out that he was in Stalingrad during the war, knowing how dangerous it is. Osipov refuses to listen and orders his men to proceed. While the soldiers try to look for the snipers, Kleist aims at the fuel tank that kills several soldiers right away. All the remaining soldiers are then finished by the snipers. Osipov cannot believe how fast it took for the snipers to wipe out his men. He asks Yashin what their next move will be. Yashin let him know that he'll wait for his men to help. They are counter-snipers. Mikhailovsky is taken to Hammerbol's laboratory. The gigantic rocket propulsion system is there. Hammerbol confides that there was an issue before with its precision, but he was able to correct it. He's just waiting for his masterpiece to be tested. Kleist lets Mikhailovsky know that they received a particular order, and that is to protect any equipment and the rockets. Meanwhile, Yashin is able to figure out the number of snipers and their location. He is able to determine a blind spot that they can take advantage of. Yashin's men are called Boris and Mikola to even the playing field. They are instructed what to do and warned that the leader of the German snipers is Karl Kleist, the same sniper that they encountered 2.5 years ago. The snipers go to work immediately and start to eliminate some German snipers. Yashin takes advantage of a swamp to get a better shot at one of the snipers and eliminates him. Kleist is engraving his bullets when Berta grabs his pocket watch. A photo of a girl is revealed. The same image is on the wall where Mikhailovsky and Masha stay. Berta begs that they leave for Argentina as the war is starting to become meaningless. Kleist reminds her to focus on their task as it would be impossible to go without the necessary documents. Hammer-Bowl is confronted by Kleist as the former is burning some documents. Kleist demands the rocket research documents. Hammer-Bowl that all the information is in his head. He assures Kleist that the rocket is ready for explosion. Kleist asks Hammer-Bowl to kill Mikhailovsky, but they are interrupted by Berta, who tells them that Yashin's men are coming. Mikola is killed by Kleist. Boris is able to go near location of Berta without her knowledge. Shocked that it's a woman, Boris is distracted and is killed by Berta, who is then killed by Osipov. He reaches the lab of Hammer-Bowl. Mikhailovsky convinces Hammer-Bowl to leave the rocket and go with them instead. Hammer-Bowl kills himself. The movie ends with Kleist taking Masha as his hostage, aiming at her from his position and threatening to kill her unless Yashin shows up. Yashin comes out, goes near Masha, and drops his gun. It's deja vu all over again. The memory of the painful moment he and Alisaya were kissing before she got killed haunts him again. He can't afford for the same mistake to happen twice. He instructs Masha to run, and then he grabs a pistol from a dead soldier and aims at Kleist's location. It triggers the bomb that was set up by Boris earlier. A massive explosion and the notorious German sniper are finally killed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this and help the channel grow.